kitchen. I hope you all are having an amazing day today. On the menu today, we'll be making some cabbage. And as far as my ingredients, I have some Conecuh sausage, my cabbage, of course, onions and garlic, my all-purpose seasoning, and some butter. And I'll show you guys how to put it all together. To get started, first we're going to go ahead and prep our ingredients. So I want to break down this onion. And if you don't like onions, just leave it out. I'm going to use one whole onion. And I'm just going to do a dice on these onions. But however way you want to cut yours, that's perfectly fine. And what I didn't show y'all in the opening was my bell pepper. I'm also going to add a bell pepper to mine also. I'm using a red bell pepper, but whatever color you prefer, that's fine. I just happen to have it here, and I needed to use it up. Just going to give a rough chop to this, about the same size as my onion. So y'all know how much I love my garlic, so of course I'm using about 5-6 cloves, but of course if you want to use 1 to 2, that's fine. And if I'm ever using something that you don't like, you can always just leave that out and your dish will still be good. Make it your own. This is your kitchen. Just gonna get a nice mince on my garlic. Now for the star of the show, have this cabbage. I like to pull off the outer layers. And now a cabbage has a core in it. You need to remove that core because that's not going to digest well in you. So I'll show you guys. I like to take my cabbage and cut it in half. Make sure you have a sharp knife and your fingers are out of the way. I don't know if y'all can see this, but there's that core right there. So just go down into the cabbage, right where you see that core at. Then go down, kind of make like a triangle. And that core come right out. Now that I have that removed, I'm gonna go ahead and I cut my cabbage in half again. And now for this cabbage, I like my cabbage thin. Sometimes I like it thick. But today, I'm gonna prep it thin. But you guys prep your cabbage however you like it. And I'm just making slices, just going down it. Just watch your hands. Take your time with it. And get it sliced. It's about the size I'm looking for. But like I said, just cut it to your liking. Here's my cabbage, you guys, all cut up. And now I'm going to go ahead and wash this off under some cold water. Now, as for my sausage, I'm using a pound. I'm cutting it on a bite. Now, this is a pork sausage, but if you want to use a beef or turkey, that's fine. This is our Conecuh sausage grown made here in Alabama. It is so good, and if you guys can get your hands on it, you might want to grab several packs. So go ahead and get your sausage sliced. And again, I'm doing mine like this, but however you want to cut it. Now that we have everything prepped, first thing you're going to do is I have my skillet, and it's already getting hot. And I did a tablespoon or so of oil just to help the sausage get started. I'm going to go ahead and add my sausage in. And we're just going to cook this until it's a little brown. You want to make sure each piece is laid out flat and touching the surface of the bottom of the skillet. And we're not going to move it. We're just going to leave it there for a moment or so until it starts to turn brown, and then we'll flip it. It's been about 3 minutes or so. I'm just going to come in and check one. That's about the color I'm looking for, so I'm going to go ahead and flip them over. Okay, I removed the sausage. And now I'm going to go ahead and go in with the onions. I left all that fat that came out of the sausage in my skillet. We're gonna cook the onions and garlic and bell peppers in that. Go ahead and get that a nice mix. Make sure everything get nice and coated. My all-purpose seasoning. And you can get that seasoning at aprilsjazzyspice.com. No MSG, and it's gluten-free. And then get that a nice mix. You're gonna cook this till it's nice and translucent for about 3 minutes. Now after that's cooked for about 3 minutes or so, I'm gonna go ahead and add any garlic. Now we're gonna let that garlic cook in for a moment. It smells so good in here, you guys. Okay, we'll let our garlic cook for about 3 minutes. Now you want to go ahead and add in your cabbage at this point. Now if all of your cabbage won't fit in your pot, just put a lid on it. Wait about 3 minutes or so and your cabbage will shrink down. Okay, we have our cabbage in. Now you want to add your seasoning, whatever seasonings you like. I'm going to go in with some of my Lipton chicken bouillon. Just a little bit. And some more of my all-purpose seasoning. And about 2 tablespoons of butter. Then you want to go ahead and kind of move it around a tad bit. Now remember, this will shrink down. And once it does, you'll be able to toss it better. So let this cook down for about a moment and then we'll toss it. And you don't need to add any water to your cabbage because cabbage produces a lot of water. So don't add any water. I'm gonna go ahead and put a lid on it and let this cook down for a moment. Okay, it's been about 4 minutes. Now you can come in and give this a toss. Make sure you get everything nice and mixed. Now you do want to come in and periodically give this a stir. And right now this cabbage has been cooking for about 10 minutes. So make sure you come in periodically and stir your cabbage. My cabbage has been cooking about 20 minutes, you guys. And this is how I like my texture of my cabbage to be. It created some water. So now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add back in the sausage. And go ahead and get us a toss. Look at that, you guys. Now your cooking time will depend on how you sliced or cut up your cabbage. Now remember, I sliced mine thin. So that only required about 20 minutes of cooking. We want to add that sausage back in. And there we have it, you guys. Cabbage and sausage, Southern style. Now y'all know I can't leave y'all without that first bite. Let's go ahead and dive in it. Get you some sausage on there. Some of this delicious cabbage. There you go. Take a bite. Not only is this delicious, but it is a keto low carb option. And I do have some great recipes on my channel if you would like to check it out. I have some deviled eggs with crab and shrimp. My creamy Dijon chicken that is amazing. My zuppa toscana. And my salmon salad that I made. And I also just uploaded a baked chicken recipe. So y'all make sure y'all check those out for some great low carb keto options. I want to thank you guys for watching me make my cabbage recipe. Make sure y'all hit the like button, the notification bell. Make sure that's set to all. Subscribe for the deliciousness. Y'all know the vibe. Be blessed.